sports. It's in the game.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
We'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, Pollard again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. And
on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, look at this play call. before going out of bounds. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run to a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott off play action. Cook's full extension. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Lamb in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll run left with Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down and 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, it's Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of this. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Running right, it's Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, Pollard again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On play action, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go back to Pollard on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a shotgun handoff to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards that time for number 14. In motion right is Watkins. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs, and they will... EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on their in-state rivals, the Houston Texans. Away from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to... Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time. The start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. And you know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A running play. It's Dowdle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. Singletary again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Come up now, 3rd and 3. Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Stroud sets up the play action. That was complete. It's tanked down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Down in 3, ball on the 7. They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Singletary will take this one in for Texans touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and 6 now. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A give, Singletary right side. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Stroud to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, this is Singletary. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 6. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Singletary, they'll run for it. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Now a run with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On play action, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a running play here with Lamb. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. C.D. Lamb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The slot man in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now Stroud. Finding Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 1st down. Here's Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw with Stroud. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such...